Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for 11th March, Friday. This is the this is the daily chart of Banknifty that I've opened. We got a nice two bullish moves. We got a 1,300 point gap up today because of the US market and the global market had recovered, and then we also had the election news. Everything was positive, but still we ended up slipping. See, yesterday in my video I did mention that there is a weekly CPR. I'll be showing all that on the charts, where we could slip from this level, but never expected a 1,500 point gap up, 1,300 point gap up, but did expect some kind of reversal at the weekly CPR. I'll be showing you that. And this is a nice bearish candle on the daily chart. Apart from that, there's nothing, any other significant thing that we can see in the daily chart. Now if we just check the retracement from this fall on Bank Nifty, we have come until the 38%. So not sure if we are going back down from here or we might come until even 50%. We'll have to wait and see. So before we see the intraday levels on 15-minute chart, let's just go to the global market. The US market has just opened and it's a negative of 200 points. Even the European market is down as of now. We'll have to see how that pans out. See, as of now, we are seeing a gap down of 124 points in Nifty. So the US market just opened about 25 minutes back. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out for the day. Whether we're going to get a gap down or a gap up. We'll see all those scenarios on the 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart of Bank Nifty. All the pre-drawn levels, I've deleted it, as we have reached fresh levels. We'll have to mark again, and I thought I'll just do the fresh marking in the video itself. Firstly, we'll just see the trade that went today. See, the chart is looking a little messy, but I'll be telling what is what. This red line is the R3 of CPR, and this dotted yellow, purple and the yellow line is the weekly CPR. Yesterday in my video I did mention I didn't expect such a big gap up will come here. I thought we will take resistance at this point after getting a gap up like the lower part of the CPR, but we gapped up so much we ended up taking resistance at the upper CPR. So I did mention be careful at the CPR. See, when this up move came, right, honestly even I didn't catch this up move because it was very indecisive. We were not coming from a proper pivot. There was no proper price action. Two red candles in like one inverted hammer. If this low had broken, yeah, definitely in the morning itself I would have taken a shot. So missed this rally. But the moment we saw this evening star, right, I had mentioned that only if this evening star breaks on the upper side, I'll be going long. Otherwise, I'll be on the short side. So the moment this evening star came, I did post the same thing even in our group. And I had a target of 35,000 because at that point, 35,000 had a huge support in the OI. I did mention that there's an evening star, possible reversal from here. And the first target can be 35,000. And then we'll have to see how it goes. So the moment this evening star came, we got a nice retest. If we had marked this high, right, we almost came to retest that, then again started falling. The best entry was here when kind of this structure was broken. We came, retested, the stop loss never hit. If the stop loss was high of this red candle, right, it never hit. It came, retested, and then the big fall started. I was only able to scalp from here when kind of this, see, there was also a structure over here like in head and shoulder. When kind of this breakdown happened, see, at this point I had to step away and I could only rejoin the trading somewhere over here. So the moment I saw this red candle, I took some scalping. This fall is what I could capture, because this was very evident for naked eye that there is a structure like this being formed and it is being broken. So these were the possible entries. But if somebody had caught this move from the top, right, they would have made nice money, almost 1,000 point fall. Even if we had taken this breakdown as an entry, 950 point fall. And the moment this evening star came, if we had taken, see, for always for option buying, we wait for some break of some structure or a trend line so that the momentum can pick up. But if you're a futures trader, definitely after this evening star at this good resistance, if we had shorted and kept the high of this evening star as stop loss, one lot future would have given us 1100 and around 1158 points. See, it was not just only the evening star that was there. There was also a good resistance at the same level, right? What is that resistance? I've just shifted to an hourly chart to mark that line. See, we had this level where the market had recently bounced. When we check on a 15-minute chart, you can see this level of resistance was marked, right? So this level of exactly at this resistance we got an evening star. That itself was a sign to be on the short side. But honestly, I didn't know why such a big fall came. My first targets were the day's low and then the CPR pivots. See, see, the red lines are the daily CPR. The first line was this blue where it was the day's low, then it was R2 and probably R1 of CPR. We have fallen so much. So that was the trade possibility for today. Now coming for the trade possibilities for tomorrow. First thing is clear, this is the ultimate low. We are going to mark this and keep. Then we have this resistance over here, and this level can act as a support. So this level, I'm going to mark this as a good, this area can act as a good support zone. And on the upper side, obviously this level. And if we break this level, only then probably we can see higher levels. And one more thing that is pretty evident is this trend line. Let me just take that cleaner CPR. See, one more thing evident is kind of this trend line. We've already broken this kind of this trend line today. We can just hold it, maybe possibly will come for a retest. See, though we have this small levels, right, probably we can put another good support line over here because the price has reversed from there. So we can mark this as a zone and get rid of these lines so that our chart will be more clean. So we know that we have marked the zone, and previously over here we have some resistance. And in case so these are the levels that I marked for tomorrow. In case we slip and come down, right, the first level of support based on the price action on the downside, if we dip further, is 33,300. And the first level of resistance on the upper side is the same, 35,373, and then above that we have 35,800. Now let's just see how the tomorrow CPR is. See, we do have a higher CPR ratio showing that we could still be bullish. We have the previous day low here and S1. See, since most likely we are going for a gap down as of now, but we still have 6 hours of US market trading left. So if any kind of news comes in and market recovers, probably we'll end up getting a gap up. So if we get a gap down, we'll have to be careful at this level, 33,976, this S1 of CPR and this zone what we have marked, right? If we get a strong bullish candle over here, probably we'll see a retracement until CPR or the higher levels is possible. But conveniently, if this level breaks of S1, then probably we'll see S2 and this level of 33,300. And even if that breaks, there can be a level where we might bounce from here, because this place is where we had that flag previously and we broke out, right? So this place we can come and take support again. Even if this breaks, probably 32,175. Hope we just get a small gap up or a small gap down so that it's easily tradable. A gap up like this 1,500 points, obviously it throws you out, throws everybody out kind of mentally for the intraday trading, because will start worrying whether it will go more higher or it will reverse. So a lot of even the mind will play games with you, right? So hopefully we get a small gap up or a gap down, not like what we have been seeing from past few days, 400, 500, today 1,000 points gap up. So if we get a small gap up, yeah, or a gap down, we might take support at this level based on the CPR, or resistance at this previous day high. And if these level breaks, we have the levels marked on the downside. So this pink line is where we have the 200 EMA, which is almost coming close to the previous day low, today's low, and the support zone, right? So tomorrow, this, watch out for, see the chart, my chart looks messy, okay, I'm sorry about that, but if on your chart, if you had the 200 EMA, which will probably come at 34,200 or something, at this level, right, where the 200 EMA might come, be careful, we might see some reversal. If there is a strong, say, kind of a rejection from this 200 EMA, we can get a small bounce. So even that small bounces intraday, we will be able to trade based on the price action. So that's it for Bank Nifty. Let's just look at Nifty. See, Nifty was showing these bearishness sign much before than Bank Nifty, but usually I don't trade in Nifty, so I didn't take a trade in Nifty. See, we exactly reversed today from this level where we hadn't marked it, but if we had gone back and checked the charts, we had a resistance line over here. If I had marked, I would have marked it over here. We exactly, and all these other levels were marked. So we kind of took resistance at this level and then had a breakdown and perfectly came and took support here, 16,447, after getting this huge gap up. Now why we took support over here, it's not just magical that these trend lines are drawn, right? It's based on support and resistance. Previously we took resistance here, previously we have taken support here, we have some reaction over here, we have a reaction over here. So this level was pretty important. It's quite obvious that when we came here, we were going to bounce. See, these type of levels marking, you know what it gives, like when you have some important support and resistance like this marked, right? Now if somebody had shorted even after this candle, now say you got a big candle, you're expecting the market to fall. If you had shorted, you're this target hit and you see a green candle forming, we can easily exit that trade. See, if we had waited, if somebody had bought puts here, say 16,650 puts, and by here 200 point, there would be huge profits, right? And if we had waited, we retraced almost, you would have lost some of whatever you invested. Even with the time decay, you would have lost more money if we had waited until here. So whenever we see an important support and resistance like a trend line marked, you see a green candle, it's rejecting it, easily exit. Even after this 5-minute candle formed, if we had exited, we would have been still in profit. See, why I took this example is I got a message today from like one of the followers and people who has learned trading from me, that they took a short here. They were expecting it to come until the CPR because we reversed from the resistance point. So they didn't book the profits, and finally they had to book loss over here. When they started seeing loss, they were in huge profits, and finally they booked loss over here. See, though always the price will tend to come towards the CPR, right? Get attracted towards the CPR. The first and foremost importance we should give is the price action levels, what these blue or the purple trend lines that I draw. So beautifully we came, and exactly in this green candle also, if we had exited, see the point of this Indian index option scalping, especially even after say on a Thursday when you want to scalp, see obviously this is like a scalping entry. Within 15-20 minutes you are out, right? You're making huge profits. So why wait and see if this level, see that's why you should know the charts, that previously we have taken good support and resistance, and so it's good to square off here. And obviously if this breaks, we can re-enter again. So that's the best way of trading in options, like go with small profits, do some scalping. That's the only thing that is helping me in the option scalping. Now coming for the trade possibilities for tomorrow, if Nifty breaks this level, right, 16,430, either with the gap down or we start moving lower, probably Nifty might come up to retest this, and then we have our CPR support S2 at 16,290. Even if that breaks, we have a next level of support at 16,220. I'm just going to move this line a little higher, because previously we have taken support here, even yesterday we have taken support here, so this can be a good support, 16,242. And even if we break that, we might see a lower level of 16,119. See, I was mentioning about Nifty showed the bearishness even before Bank Nifty, right? See, Bank Nifty is a 15-minute plain chart of Bank Nifty. See, the opening 15-minute candle, right? We kind of broke the high and went up and then reversed. But that was not the case in Nifty. The 15-minute candle high was never broken. So if somebody is a Nifty futures trader, after seeing this, obviously we were expecting a bounce, right? When this big red candle came, right, if we had taken a shot with this high as the stop loss in futures, Bank Nifty would have easily got 305 points. And for entry for options, we do enter at the reversal points, but the best entry is always when kind of this, like a structure or something breaks. See here, we had like this rounding top, right? So when it was breaking this R2, probably entering in options at this candle was a good place. So that's it for Nifty and Bank Nifty today, just like with a little bit of different thing as per the analysis. Just did the live analysis while I'm recording. Hope that helps, and let's see how the market moves tomorrow. Hope we don't get some drastic news and get a huge gap up or a gap down, and get a normal opening so that it'll be easy to trade. As of now, the Dow Jones is still down, the US market is still down, and SGX Nifty is, see, right now it's showing about -50. So let's see if we're going to get a gap down or a gap up, and hope we can make some money. Thanks for watching.